going on YouTube? This is Wayne with Wayne's Fish World. It is an overdue update of the 365 gallon pond. There's a reason why I have not shown you guys this. Bottom line, I got screwed over at work. Work is still kind of crazy. I've got a job again, but ever since late fall, I've been kind of pinching every penny, so I kind of put this off. And Christmas came and all that stuff, but I sold some plants and I went ahead and I bought this liner for you guys. Now, why is a 365 gallon pond outside? You're going to be seeing more updates of this pond build in depth whenever I get my computer problem fixed. I'll leave in the annotations what's going on. But I've decided to keep this pond outside. It will become a saltwater pond one day. It might be a huge refugium. Imagine a almost 400 gallon refugium. That's badass. But what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to keep it outside. I've got to do a little more work to it. I've got to paint the outside of the wood and coat it with some kind of waterproof because that's not treated wood. I might build a little stand for it. I've got to level it, and I got to do the filtration and stuff on it. But what I'm going to be doing with this, guys, is I'm going to be growing plants for all of you guys out there. Thank you to all those people who placed orders for the Hygrophila SP Brown. I'm growing it, and I think I want to start a little farm of Hygro SP Brown because it's an extremely rare plant. It's hard to come by. You don't see many wholesalers producing that plant. It's a rarity. People like it, and I think I'm going to produce it for the public. So yeah, live plants are going to go in the pond for now because I kept thinking about it, guys, and thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. And I was like, damn, do I really want to run all that electricity on this pond for salt water? I said, you know what, if we get a power outage and stuff, I'm going to lose all them damn fish. And I was like, right now, I'm just going to keep it for plants. It will become a saltwater pond in the future. I don't know how long in the future at this rate with a job right now, who the fuck knows. But it will become a saltwater pond one day, but right now it's going to be used to grow plants, and it feels good today. It's like almost 70 degrees today. I fed my fish wheat germ food. They didn't eat it. They came up a little bit. Oh, there they are. They're thinking about it. They're still kind of sluggish. I don't know if you guys can see them, but they're eating a little bit. The asagi grew a little bit over the winter. Now, your koi don't really grow in the winter. They grow a little bit, but very, very little. They skyrocket when that warm weather comes. If you have tropical weather at a consistent rate and you're feeding them a well-balanced diet, you do good water changes and stuff, your pond, your fish will skyrocket. I want to talk about something else, though. I want to talk about dwarf sage. I'm going to go inside the house into the basement. We're going to talk about dwarf sage. Man, it feels good outside today. I'm walking outside barefooted. Feels good. All right, let me go inside real quick. Shut the camera off a little bit. I'm going to talk to you guys because it's kind of dark down here anyways. I got to replace a few light bulbs. All right, I want to answer one quick question right off the bat. Everyone comments me and says, why is my 125 never filled up all the way? 55 guy lights haven't came on yet. But everybody says, Wayne, what's up with your 125? And this is evaporation. Okay, the reason my water level is low is because I haven't filled it up. I'm that damn lazy. But the reason I never fill it up past here is because there's overflows. Small fish and even the bigger angels would get back there, and I'm not fighting them 24/7. I used to have a sump on this 125, and I took it off for the simple factor the fish kept going down the overflows. Now I know I can put a guard on there, but I ain't going through all that. But right now, guys, I want to talk about the 125 and dwarf Sagittarius. It's got a little bit of algae problem it's recovering from, you guys know that. But I harvested some Belixa japonica. A lot of people want some of that. I put it in a tank right now to grow it out. And right now I want to talk about in this video dwarf sage. Dwarf sage is a beginner plant. It's the ultimate carpeting plant for a beginner. If you want a carpeting effect and you're a beginner, you definitely got to check out dwarf sage. Now you guys can see there's some missing right here. It's because I harvested some of that last night. This plant in low light will it'll grow up higher. In higher light, it'll actually stay down low. When you're propagating this plant, you can actually trim the plant's leaves, and that'll actually promote side runners and propagation of this plant. It will send out side roots, runners, and propagate that way. It's not a stem plant. It's more of a carpeting plant. This plant is very hardy. It originates from Central South America. It's actually coming up to North America now. It's super hardy. It does amazingly well in Amazon biotopes. It's hard to kill it. It's got a sturdy pH range. It's just an ultimate beginner carpeting plant, and you can't get much easier for that. If you want to learn how to carpet plants, that is the plant to go to. Can it go with African cichlids and stuff like that? I wouldn't press my luck. I would stick to the Anubiases and Java ferns for African cichlids. I really wouldn't press my luck with the Sagittarius, but it's really a rewarding plant. If you let this stuff go, it can take over an entire aquarium, but that would take time. It really won't go past stuff like rocks and driftwood, but in a confined area like this, that's why I kind of barricade it with that driftwood and the rocks here, another piece of driftwood, is because I want it to stay in this one area. And actually, let me show you guys something real quick. I'm going to show you guys the 55 gallon too. I'm actually filling up a 10 gallon now with Blixa japonica. Let that stuff propagate, and then I can get you guys some Blixa. But all this stuff right here is dwarf sage. If you guys want some dwarf sage, I'm going to sell you 50 stems for $50. $1 per stem. $50, 50 stems, free shipping. Let me know if you want some of that. The Hygrophila, a lot of that stuff's going out very soon. But also got a lot of water sprite. I got a bucket full of water sprite. So if you guys need any water sprite, which is that plant right there, let me know, because I've got tons and tons of it, and if I don't get rid of it, I'm gonna have to throw it away, and I really don't want to do that to a live organism. That's just kind of wrong. I used to have to do that to this 125. You guys know when I was cranking the CO2, the high light, the high fertilizers, water changes 2 times a week, this tank was rolling. And you know, I had the time of the day to actually get in there and trim, and I was just taking buckets full of plants and just throwing them on the lawn. And I said to myself, you know, people want these plants. They can't get a hold of Limnophilia. Let me hook them up, and that way I can, you know, support the community. And I feel so much better now giving you guys the plants rather than just throwing away. And I think I'm going to try to go big with it, guys. I know the support's there. A lot of people are already, you know, purchasing plants from me, and I thank you all for the support. I'm not going to abandon my YouTube channel. I'm not going to change my ways of, you know, teaching you guys. I'm still going to teach, but I'm going to, you know, if you want a plant, I'll hook you guys up. No problem whatsoever. Let's take a quick look at the 55 gallon, and let's talk about what's going on over there too. It's going to be a, I got to turn the lights on manually. Alright, so the 55 gallon, I had to put the WP-40 back on this tank, and I changed the controller right here, and the light sensor is perfectly adjacent with the light, so when the lights come on, the pump turns on. I've got it set on wave 1 on strength 1, so this is max output, and I've turned it down to the lowest setting, so the waves are like doof, doof, very slow, but it creates a flow that I like for my aquarium. Now the fish aren't out because they were sleeping, and you saw me just turn the lights on, but I had an insane amount of detritus build up in this tank, and that was because of the water flow, and I can already see it's blowing the detritus and everything off the live rock. Let's clean the tank up. The seahorse is doing good. I was kind of worried about the water flow with the seahorse at first, but it's still doing good, so I'm not going to hurt it. The way I see it, you know, if a seahorse can survive in the ocean, what the hell's the difference in the tank, you know? But also with the 55 gallon, I've done a massive trimming with macroalgae. If you guys want Caulerpa, please let me know, because I got to get rid of this stuff too. So guys, protein skimmers pushing out good gunk. I'm slowly going to take back the 55 gallon. I'm getting a game plan on what I want to do with it. I'm going to complete the 125, then focus on the 55 gallon saltwater tank, and have fun this spring, guys. So comment, rate, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think. If you guys need plants, let me know. I'll see you guys next time. This is Wayne with Wayne's Fish World.